I'm Laura and I'm here in Belgrade, the capital of Serbia. Serbia is in the heart of the Balkans, just a 2.5-hour flight time from the UK, where east meets west. I'm on a journey of rich history and varied culture, and to find out why Serbia is the fastest growing tourist destination in Europe.
Hello and welcome to Serbia. In this series, we'll be exploring this beautiful European country to discover its rich history, unique culture, and of course, its modern-day offerings. Serbia is situated at the crossroads of Central and Southeast Europe in the heart of the Balkans. The country enjoys a warm, humid, continental climate with cold winters and warm, dry summers. Once part of the former Yugoslavia, 20 years on, Serbia is a fresh, vibrant destination with lovely people, fine cuisine and plenty to see and do. The starting point for our journey is the capital city, Belgrade. It's the largest city in Serbia and is located at the confluence of the Sava and Danube rivers. It has a rich history dating back to before Roman times, so let's start there.
I'm here at one of the most popular destinations in Serbia. It's the Belgrade fortress, and there was actually a site here back in the Roman times. This is dating back to the 18th century, the one that I'm stood on right now, and you can see why it works so well with the panoramic views. You've got the confluence of two rivers, the Danube and also the Sava coming from the west, and behind me is, very interestingly, a nature reserve, an island right in the middle of Belgrade with protected species on. It's absolutely incredible.
The fortress was declared a monument of culture of exceptional importance in 1979, and it stands 125 metres high with fabulous views. More than 2 million people visit the fortress every year, and best of all, it's free. Travellers come here from all over the world to either explore its history, enjoy time with friends, or simply to soak up the view. I grabbed a guide to give me a little bit more information.
This fortress is the main tourist spot of Belgrade, maybe even Serbia. It is the oldest part of the city. It is actually where old Belgrade used to be. Belgrade got the name White City, Belgrade, Belgrade, from the fortress actually, because fortress was founded by some Celtic tribes, and when they made it white with white stones, and that's why Belgrade was known as White City, and that's how it got its today's name.
Something really cool about it. There's a church in here, isn't there, that people don't know about?
Yes, there is a church called Ružica. It can be translated like Church of Rose, Church of Roses. It is on the other side of the fortress, and people usually don't see it because they enter the fortress from the side over here. It is considered to be the oldest church of the city. Nobody knows how and when it was built, but it really can't be seen even from that side. You can see only a cross, and you have to go down to see it, and if you go down and see it, you will really enjoy it, because it is really special, really something to see.
And how about tourists? You know, what are they sort of most enjoying about coming here?
They enjoy the stories about the fortress. They enjoyed the large Kalemegdan Park, which is really nicely decorated, which has a lot of statues, and which is actually a oasis when there is a weather like this. It becomes a refreshing oasis for the tourists, and it is open constantly. The park is open constantly for the visitors, and in the evening you can see young people sitting here enjoying music and drinks. It's really nice.
This fortress is truly a stunning sight and well worth a visit. And as stunning sights go, Belgrade itself has so much more to reveal.
I'm at St Sava's Church. It's one of the largest Orthodox churches in the world, and it's the largest in the Balkans as well. So I'm really excited to find out what all the fuss is about. I'm going to go inside and see.
The Church of St Sava, also known as the Temple of St Sava, ranks amongst the largest church buildings in the world, literally built on the ashes of St Sava, the father of the Serbian Orthodox Church. You'd be hard-pressed to find something as opulent as this building. It's not just a grand exterior either, inside is just as impressive. I've arranged to meet a guide in the church crypts, which are also surprisingly glamorous. Gold ceilings, marble floors, paintings and chandeliers, and everything has a story.
Okay, we're standing in front of this amazing scene here. Can you explain it a little bit to us?
Of course. This scene regards to Holy Assembly of Serbian people, those who are recognized by the Serbian Orthodox Church as being saints, as being holy in front of God. Here leads the image of Saint Sava, who is actually the patron of the cathedral itself, and who is one of the major characters in Serbian history, born in 1175 as a member of royal family in Serbia. And Saint Sava is celebrated for that fact, to become the first Archbishop of Serbia and to have that large impact on the life of Serbian community by raising organization of Serbian Orthodox Church, and also to raise all those fundamental institutions of Serbian society, such as hospitals, schools, and so on. That's why you will find in Serbia a number of these institutions which carry his name. Yeah.
I'm so in awe with this place that I feel the need to ask about everything down here. Every archway is home to another painting, and there's so much gold. I don't think I've ever seen so much.
I'm so happy to be speaking to Father Dragan. It's so nice to meet you. Thank you for having us.
Hello, Laura.
Now, tell us a little bit about the history of the church.
You're now in the temple of the Saint Sava. Our temple has started to build in 1936,
Wow.
and it was built until 1941 when started the Second World War. We started again with building in 1985. We stopped again at 1991 when started the wars in former Yugoslavian Republic. From 1991 to 1996, we have small works on the temple. And we start again at 2000, and it's still working. Wow. And we hope that about 70–80% of the works will be finished next year. We have a big celebration, 800th of independence of Serbian Orthodox Church, and we hope that we will finish that.
Amazing, and it's just so special when you come here and actually look at it. The fact that, for example, the dome ceiling weighs hundreds of tons, I understand, doesn't it? It's really, really heavy.
Yes. The couple is weight about 40,000 tons.
Wow.
And the mosaic on the couple, we finished the mosaic this year, but it was 40 tons. The mosaic is a donation from the Russian Federation, the Russian Orthodox Church, and company Gazprom. It was about 4 million euros.
Wow. And what does, I was going to ask, what does St Sava mean to Serbian people? Because apparently a lot of the schools are named, for example.
Yes, St Sava for our people means everything. He is the start of the Serbian people. When we forget the Saint Sava, it will be the ending of the Serbian people. His life, his fight for the Serbian people, for the Serbian Orthodox Church, is the way how we Serbian people need to live in this life.
Amazing. Well, listen, thank you so much.
Yes.
I know you've got a lot of work to do in the next 12 months, but thank you so much for your time, Father Dragan.
Thank you.
What an incredible building, and it's not even finished yet. I'll have to come back soon. Having seen some of Belgrade's historical offerings, I decided it was time to see something from more recent times and representing a significant part of Serbia's modern-day culture. Josip Broz Tito, beloved president of Yugoslavia, is buried here in Belgrade, and his tomb is held with high regard and receives regular visitors from all over the world. Tito was a popular figure both in Yugoslavia and in the international community, and is still viewed here as a unifying symbol, successfully ruling over the peaceful coexistence of the nations of the Yugoslav Federation. I've come here to see Tito's memorial at the House of Flowers and learn more about this world-famous leader.
I'm standing in front of the tomb of Tito, who died in 1980. His wife actually is to the side of me just here. She died in 2013, and this is the House of Flowers, somewhere that he used to come to reflect, and actually it would have looked very, very different back then. You wouldn't have had a roof up here as there is now. Standing here would have actually been a fountain, and off to the side would have been the rooms that Tito and also his wife would have gone to. And this is a place where people actually can hear from all different nations come from around the world to reflect on how Yugoslavia was then and how Serbia is now.
And it certainly is a place to reflect. Tito's funeral was one of the most state-visited funerals in history, with representatives from nearly every country in the world attending. The memorial has displays of photographs, artefacts and relay batons from the annual relay of youth race that took place from 1945 to Tito's death in 1980. Tito was even visited by our own Queen Elizabeth on multiple occasions.
So a short walk from the House of Flowers brings us here to the grounds of the Museum of Yugoslavia. And actually I want to find out a little bit more about it. So I've come here to meet Sara. Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you. Welcome to the Museum of Yugoslavia.
Thank you. And could you talk us through a little bit more to do with the heritage of it?
Yeah, well, actually, you just mentioned that you've been to House of Flower, which is actually one of the 3 venues within the Museum of Yugoslavia. So, except Mausoleum of Tito, which is in House of Flower, we also have the so-called Old Museum, which is the building that we are standing in front of. And that's actually the building that we are working on the permanent exhibition about the whole history of Yugoslavia. And we have the main building, which is called Museum 25th May. It was actually Tito's birthday. And actually all of the venues that you're visiting today and this park of sculpture was actually part of the residential space of Josip Broz Tito. So he actually lived here and used all of these venues while he lived here. Only Museum of 25th May was actually museum even back then. And then when he died, all of the objects that he used were turned to Memorial Center Josip Broz Tito, and it was during the 80s. And a lot of people were coming back then, state delegation, but also people from Yugoslavia, because you can imagine it was one of the things that you have to do, especially within the educational system. So nowadays, when you're visiting our museum, you can actually see all of those amazing gifts that he received during his lifetime. And you cannot imagine what kind of items we have here, from the piece of moon that we received from the American President Nixon.
A piece of the moon?
Yeah, actually a piece of the moon,
Wow.
to the, I don't know, wool socks from some part of Yugoslavia. So variety of items on one side, and on the other side, a collection of Museum of Revolution, which is one really hardcore historical collection, chronologically made and so on. So what we're trying to do now is to make fun with that collection actually, and to present, of course, history of whole Yugoslavia. So not just socialistic period, but also the kingdom and socialistic period and the desolation, because that's the most frequent question that people are asking when they're coming, especially the foreigners. What happened with that? How the war whole happened? So we're actually trying to give answer on that, and also to make temporary exhibition that are about variety of different phenomena, like graphic design or advertising or movies and so on and so on.
Well, Sara, it sounds like you've got an absolutely amazing job, and also sounds like there's so many reasons for people to want to come here, and it's forever moving. So thank you so much, Sara.
Thank you for coming.
I've travelled an hour from Belgrade. This is Topola Royal Grounds, and apparently it's where the father and the grandfather of the Crown Prince are actually buried, here at the mausoleum of Karađorđević. I want to find out a little bit more, so I'm off to meet a man called Dragan. He's actually the manager here of the Royal Grounds, and he's going to tell me a little bit more. Hello, you Dragan?
Hello, I'm Dragan.
Laura, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Dragan,
Yes.
tell me exactly what you do here.
I'm a principal of the foundation of the King Peter I. So foundation is very big on this area. This is the central part of the Serbia. This is the hill of Oplenac, and this is the nucleus of the modern Serbian state. So all the story of the Serbian history is in this one place.
Wow.
So we have 5 museums, and of course we have the church of the St. George, the mausoleum of the family of Karađorđević.
And what is inside here?
This is a mausoleum, and we have bearing 5 rulers from dynasty of Karađorđević, the last ruler of Serbia and Yugoslavia.
And you've got a mosaic that's quite large, haven't
Yes,
you?
this is the one of the most biggest surface area in the world, made from the Italian Murano glass of mosaic. It's have about 40 million little piece.
40 million?
Yes, made by the hand.
Wow.
And it's got about 15,000 different colors, and everything that you see from the yellow color, it's a gold, the real gold, 17 carats.
Wow, I'm really excited. I don't know about you, but let's go inside.
Let's go.
So who's this then on the top
This
of
is
the...
a composition of the St. George, but our famous artist, Paja Ivanović, took the face from the Karađorđe, from the father of family of Karađorđević, and put in this composition here.
And that's gold that I can see, that's
Yes,
blinding
this is a
me.
gold from Murano glass. And there you can see also the archer, the signature of the family of Karađorđević, and it's one sentence, it says, "The God is my first hope."
Should we go and find
Yes,
out a
of
little
course.
bit more? Look at this decoration. So opulent. And we're talking about the mosaic with the Murano glass.
Yes, this is all.
Just look at this face. There's just so much to take in, isn't there? And
Yes.
40 million
Yes, the
of
40
these
million
mosaic
little,
tiles.
of little piece from Italian Murano glass.
I mean, it's so kind of huge. There's so much to take in. So many different colours in here as well. But this tomb is just unbelievable, isn't it? Quite excited about going down here. It looks a lot darker.
Yes, but it's not. This is a crypta. This is the second part of the mausoleum,
Okay.
and it's made like Orthodox cross, and by each side it's have about 28 tomb, and this is the place where bearing 3 rulers of Serbia and Yugoslavia.
And it's incredibly cold
Yes.
down here,
Yes.
isn't it?
Yes.
There's a real change of atmosphere.
Yes, very different than the upstairs.
It really is.
Yeah.
So what should we look at here first of all?
First of all, you can see this is the first flat of the church is the church protector of the St. George, and the crypta is a protector of the St. Peter and Paul. And you can see this is the tomb of the King Alexander. And King Alexander was the first king of Yugoslavia.
And next to him we've got...
And next to him is Queen Mary. She was a Romanian princess, and she was the wife of the King Alexander. They have the 3 sons, the King Peter II, the father of the Crown Prince, Prince Tomislav, and Prince Andrei.
And we've already seen Peter II, haven't we, upstairs, and his tomb.
This is the King Peter I.
Oh, King Peter the
Yes,
First.
now we're going to see where is the tomb of the King Peter II.
Excellent. Let's have a little look. It's really special, actually, the way that the light's so
Yes.
sort of dim, but actually
Yes,
all
this is
of
a very
these
similar,
sparkling.
on the flag, this part is a very similar, this composition like in Mausoleum of Galla Placidia in Ravenna. So, this is the tomb of the King Peter II and the Queen Alexandra. There was a father and mother of the king, of the Crown Prince Alexander.
And how often would the Crown Prince
Very
come
often,
here?
very
Yeah?
often, yes.
He
He's
comes
very-
down to see
yes,
his mother and
yes,
father?
Yes,
Wow.
It's big emotion.
And is it sort of, can he have it as a private event, or is it often with people around?
With people, you know.
Yeah?
He's always with his people.
Because I was going to say, I mean, this means such a lot to Serbian people as well, doesn't it? Incredibly respectful.
Yes.
On the grounds of the mausoleum is a winery, so it'd be a shame not to sample some royal wine whilst I'm here.
I enjoy Dragon's company so much that we've decided to come to the Royal Winery. How many hectares are around here?
Today we have the 12 hectares, but in the future we will have 40 hectares here. And we hope, you know, to reconstruct all the old King winery.
So it is a big, big place. And
Yes,
what's the
it's a big-
oldest bottle of wine that's here?
This is the King wine from 1921,
Can I try some of the wine?
but not sold.
Okay, so I can't try this one, but let's go and try the rest
Okay.
then. I like it, let's go.
Inside, there are some historical winemaking artefacts, but I'm ready for the wine itself.
So these are all the wines in front of us.
Yes, this is our today production.
Okay.
Our oldest wine in our store is from the vintage 1921, and this is the vintage from 2016, and this is a Pinot Blanc that we'll now taste. Yep.
It's really refreshing, but it's quite, strangely enough, for white wine, it's quite warming on the palate, which is actually really nice.
Yes, this is the Chardonnay.
Okay.
You can see this is a Chardonnay from 2016.
Oh, that is absolutely
You like
lovely.
it?
That actually tastes kind of, it's a great infusion, isn't it, of the
It's
clean
like
and Christmas.
exciting, you know. This is the calm wine, and this is very exciting wine in the.
I'm not
And we
surprised.
are very proud. Yes.
Yeah, I'm not surprised by the taste of it. So what's this one that we're moving on to?
This is a Sauvignon Blanc, and this is our admiral ship that I like to call, you know, of our winery.
Again, that's got a slightly, it's got quite a sweet, dry taste to go in with, but then it comes with sort of a second note of kind of bitter. It's slightly bitter as well, isn't
and
it?
you'll see how it's too long, you know, stay in the throat, you know.
Yeah, that is really nice.
It's live wine, you know. And
Do you know what? I really fancy trying this red as well. So
he's a
what's
very
this
good
one
balance. And this is Cabernet Sauvignon. We call it Souverain, which
here?
means.
One for you.
I'm sorry. It's not gentleman, but you are close. I'm sorry. Cheers.
Jubilee. Oh, that's lovely. You know what? I'm just thinking we've gone 1, 2, 3. This is our fourth one. That is actually one of the smoothest wines I've tasted. In actual fact, I don't know if it's because I've had 3 others, but it doesn't taste of alcohol at all. It's like, it's that smooth that it's just...
Very, very elegant. This is a very elegant wine.
Well, thank you so much, Dragon,
Thank
for
you.
showing me around here. It's just been an incredible experience. And quite frankly, I think what we should do is get some dishes in and finish off the wine.
Okay.
So,
let's go.
Jubilee to that.
Jubilee. Cheers.
Jubilee.
Jubilee.
I'm in Belgrade, and having explored some of its history, I'm now enjoying the modern outdoor activities this city has to offer.
It's hard to believe that this leafy, beautiful, picturesque place is right in the middle of Belgrade. This is Arda, and there's so much to do here. There's a man-made lake where you can go on jet skis, you can even hire out pedalos, and there's lots of things to do, including a safari as well. I'm on my bike right now that I've just hired here. You can also go on rollerblades. I think I might be trying those a little bit later on. And this is an oasis in the middle of Belgrade. It's amazing.
Situated on the Sava River, Ada is Belgrade's biggest sports and recreational complex. This artificial lake is the most popular destination for Belgraders during the city's hot summers. Aside from cycling, you can also play golf, football, tennis, go paintballing, water skiing and more. There are 7 kilometres of beaches to just relax in the sun, and as you can see, it's bustling with people.
I'm taking a bit of a breather now, I've got to be honest. I haven't done a spin class in a long time, and believe me, it's actually harder than it looks. That's my excuse anyway.
Away from the edge of the lake, there are numerous tracks to follow for walking, jogging, cycling and roller skating. It's a beautiful day to go for a ride, and I've soon got the hang of it.
I haven't been riding a bike since I was about 4 years old, I don't think, and I'm pretty wobbly, but because it's so opulent, so serene around here, and I think the atmosphere is really cosmopolitan, everyone's so friendly, that it makes it so much easier. It's a great thing to do, but there's so many more activities to try, so I think I'm going to try my next one actually. Rollerblading's my thing, I reckon. I'm ready. Okay, so maybe I'm not quite as good as I thought, but I'm still going to keep on practicing. Can we go? I'm fine. Okay, let's take it slow. You can do this, you can do this, Laura. I really hope no one comes near me. Hi. So this girl's just showing off, clearly. I'm much better on this. On top of the world! This is tough. Really tough. But you know what? I think I'm getting better now. Might be to do with the fact I can see some food and drink in sight. My salvation. You know what? I'm going to pull over here. I think I've worked really hard for today, so, you know, I think I might take a minute, take a breather, and get myself in here for some food and drink. I think I've earned it.
Along the lake edge are a variety of restaurants and bars to escape the sun, enjoy delicious food, or to simply relax. I'm having lunch at the Sunset 1999, a lakeside restaurant that serves a variety of sweet and savoury specialities, both local and from abroad. It has live music events regularly, and whilst an oasis in the summer, during colder months the restaurant becomes a warm winter house. It has a relaxing atmosphere with families, couples and business meetings taking place all around. The lake itself is so serene, with people enjoying the water in any way they can. With my lunch all finished, I'm eager to get into the water myself, and I think I know exactly where to go. On the other side of the lake is a cable water skiing complex called Aquaski, offering wakeboarding, wake skating and slalom water skiing.
So I've had a massive lunch in Belgrade and I decided that, you know, what could be possibly a better idea than coming to Aquaski in Belgrade. So Marco's here. Hi Marco.
Hi, my name is Mark.
And I just want to ask as well, I've just seen you kind of skiing around here. Have you got any tips for me as a beginner?
Well, the first thing, you know, if you want to do wakeboard, you have to crouch down, be on your back foot, put your arms to your hips, and just when the string pulls, you have to pull also. You have to give it like a slingshot, act like a slingshot to the string. So that's all.
And that is all?
And when you go to the corners, you have to go far right. And don't be afraid if for falling, it's just water. It's not too cold, so it's cool.
But I was going to say, I mean, I've just seen you do all these jumps that you can see behind me.
It comes with mileage, you know. You have to practice, and the more you practice, you're getting better, like everything in life, you know.
Have you been doing it long?
I know, I've been doing it for 2 years.
2 years?
Yeah.
And you do it constantly, right?
Oh yeah, every season, every day. Because I'm a software developer, so I do a remote job from here, so I can ski all day.
So what did you start off when you very first did it? Think back to like how I'm gonna feel. How were you? Were you rubbish?
Oh yeah, I was like falling for 50 times from the start. Yeah, really, really, for like 5 hours of constant falling and misery, but at last I got up and skied. So
Amazing.
It's cool.
So
Yeah.
basically, it's probably a really bad idea for me to do. I've just had lunch. I'm going to fall over.
No,
loads
it's
of
it's cool.
times.
Do it whatever you want. I mean, it doesn't matter.
Excellent.
And the main thing is you have to be persistent. You have to just try and try, so you'll get there.
I will give it a go.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you so
Cool.
much for your time. I'll let you get on.
Thanks. Bye.
For you?
Yeah.
I don't think you need it.
Okay. All right.
It's not that cold.
Okay, cool. We'll go. Everyone else has got one. Breathe in. Wish me luck. I am very scared, I'll be honest.
It's such an adrenaline rush, and I think I'm doing really well, but then it all goes horribly wrong.
Now it's my first go in Belgrade at wakeboarding or cable skiing, whatever you want to call it, and I actually think I did pretty well. Only thing they don't tell you is you pay for half an hour, and I got caught. I did pretty well, but literally got caught about half a mile down there. So I've been swimming back for the last 20 minutes. I feel knackered, but believe me, even for 30 seconds on the board, it was amazing. I think I'm going to carry on swimming back to shore then. There you go. Oh, I can stand.
Heading away from the lake, I'm about to visit another sporting venue, this time the home to the Red Star football team.
So I'm here at the Red Star Stadium with the lovely Tatiana from PR. What an amazing job.
Yeah, very interesting, very dynamic job. Here we have a lot of victories here actually in this stadium, so it is really exciting to be part of it.
And tell us the capacity of the amount of people that can actually be in here.
It's 51,000 and a little bit more.
Amazing.
Yeah, it is, and for the big European games it's always full, and the atmosphere is just the thing that makes it so amazing.
And you've got an incredible museum up the top here as well, and it's a really popular one, isn't it? What kind of things can fans find in there?
Yeah, the museum is very, very popular. The most people in Belgrade come to see it, also the tourists and everyone, because we have a really big trophies there, because Red Star won the become world champion and European champion in 1991, and that's the main thing that you can see when you enter it, and that's why that room is so full of trophies.
Wow, and you know, if you've got people coming here that are sort of thinking of coming to Serbia and possibly considering coming to the stadium, what would you say to them? Why should they come here?
They should come here to feel the extraordinary atmosphere, to meet the people who really love football and who live for it, and to meet the best players that we have.
Amazing. Listen, Tatiana, thank you so much for sharing your passion with us.
You're welcome. I hope you enjoyed Maracanã.
The stadium is one of the most feared in the world, and by chance I bump into some British travellers visiting this infamous venue.
I'm not the best at football, I'll be honest, but I've just met some fellow Brits out here, and they've kind of been helping me out actually. So welcome to Simon, Andrew and Tom. I've got that right, haven't I, lads?
You have, yeah.
Excellent. Now boys, tell us your story of why you're here, because you've got a really cool thing that you've been doing.
It sort of all started with us following Chelsea. I mean, we started doing like European aways about sort of 10-15 years ago with them, and we've been to some interesting places like Slovakia, for example, and we were like, well, we're going all these places to watch football, we might as well go to the ones that Chelsea are probably not going to play in. Although saying that, here at Red Star Belgrade, and they're in the Europa League this year, we're going to be in it next year, so maybe we'll be back here, we never know.
Amazing. And what would you say about Serbia in particular that really sort of draws you here, and what differentiates it from other places you've been?
It's nice weather, like most of the time, and Andrew's brother, his colleague, is from here, so it was nice to come out here and see him as well. So we just come out here just to experience the culture, like you know, go to the pubs and the bars and stuff, and yeah, we're all like really keen football fans, so we wanted to come here and go to Partizan's football stadium as well and just have a look around really.
So the whole place is buzzing, and the nightlife in Belgrade's
Yeah,
fantastic.
it's brilliant. It's like we haven't had any trouble out here. You know, the people are really friendly and the beer's cheap,
Yep.
so that's always a winner.
Good point.
So, yeah.
We will not delay you anymore. Thank you so much for chatting to us, and have an amazing rest of your stay.
Cheers, thanks so much.
It's certainly been a long day, and I'm ready to check into my accommodation for the night, the famous Hotel Moscow.
Built in 1906, the Moscow is a classic example of Russian Art Deco, and this is where I'm staying tonight.
Built in the style of Russian secession, the hotel is one of the most important architectural gems of Belgrade.
Hello Laura, my name is Leonardo, great pleasure meeting you. Welcome to Hotel Moscow.
Thank you. Tell me a little bit about this place.
So, this place dates back to 1908 when it was opened for the first time by the King Peter I. And since then we welcomed a lot of famous guests. And this year pretty much we are celebrating our 110th birthday.
Wow, congratulations.
Thank you, thanks a lot.
And tell me a little bit about the rooms here.
So we have 123 rooms in total, and there is out of which 8 are apartments. We have, of course, our presidential suite. Then we have a suite where the Olympic Committee of Serbia first was established. Besides that, we have 42 duplexes. That is something that we are famous for. So nobody else in the region, no other hotel has duplex apartments. That means that they're like basically 2-floor apartments, and our guests love it.
Amazing. And I've heard about this hotel. It's really special because it's actually survived like 2 wars. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Wow.
First World War and the Second World War. The only time that actually hotel wasn't working through this 110 years was the time when this building was turned into Germans' Gestapo base. But even then, because Germans are very good at business, right? Even then, they kept the restaurant and our cafe open because it was gathering Belgrade's and even the regional elite.
And do you know what? I'm staying here tonight. I'm really lucky. I'm so pleased you've had me here.
Beautiful.
Can I actually see my room? Is that all
Absolutely.
right?
If you're ready, let's roll.
Let's go. So this is my room.
Yes, it is. That's the one.
Excellent. Look at that.
Do you like
It's
it?
huge. I love it. Wow, I love all the decoration as well.
Beautiful. Thank you so much.
It is so nice.
This is going to be a standard double room.
Okay, well, do you know what? I cannot wait to relax in here. So
Perfect. Then I'm going to leave you to enjoy, and we're going to have your suitcases sent up in a few moments.
That sounds absolutely
Thank you very
brilliant.
much. It was a great pleasure hosting you.
It's a pleasure being here. Thank
Enjoy
you.
your time.
Excellent, I will. So tonight we've decided to come to dinner at a place that fuses Serbian with Italian food. And by the looks of things, it looks pretty quirky. So let's go in.
Just from looking at the outside, you know that this is a restaurant with a difference. And the interior doesn't disappoint.
Oh, thank you very much. That looks lovely.
There are random film decorations littered everywhere and artistic pieces that are just bizarre. And the food is pretty good too.
So I'm here with Sasha from the restaurant Lorenzo and Kakalamba. Thank you so much for having us.
It's my pleasure. Anyway, good evening and welcome to our place. Welcome to Serbia.
Thank you.
And this place has been open since 2010 for the last 4 years. We are in top 12 restaurants here in Belgrade.
Wow.
Yeah, and more or less, let's say that's it. I mean, the name of Lorenzo and Kakalamba. Lorenzo is because of Lorenzo Medici. He was Duke of Florence, I think, in 15th century. Sorry about that, I'm not really sure. I think it's 15th. And Kakalamba is the nickname of the owner's family here in Serbia. The nickname basically it means dirty lamp.
That is brilliant.
Thank you.
So basically it's a very unique name that no one else
Well,
is going to have.
it is actually even Serbians, when they're coming here, they cannot pronounce the kakalamba, you know.
So I did well.
Yeah, excellent job. You
I
did
like
excellent
this.
job. Yeah.
So tell me the story about all of these quirky things we can see behind us. I don't know if you can see at the moment, but the
Yeah.
table's got fresh apples in there. There's a violin. There's all these lamps around here. There's a pig outside.
Well, to be honest with you, the owner, he was in the movies industry, you know. When he finished all that story, part of his life, let's say, he just was thinking of what he can do with all that stuff from the, you know, from the movies. He decided to open the restaurant, you know, and he put all these things together. You get what you see, and I think he did a nice job, you know. Somebody said, "Shun the kitsch," how you can say that, but it sells the things, you know. I mean, as you see tonight, okay, Saturday night, but actually even Tuesday, Thursday, whatever, and any day we are full. Believe me, we are full, yeah. We have tourists, a lot of tourists here. We have local people that are coming, and so far, so good, touch wood.
And it sort of merges the Italian and the Serbian together, and I've just had a beautiful meal. It's absolutely stunning.
Okay, the connection between Florence and Pirot, actually, Italy and Serbia, the owner's wife, she studied in Florence, in Firenze, and that's how they got the idea to mix Serbian cuisine and Italian, actually Pirot and Florence. Because, to be honest with you, Pirot is the south part of Serbia, and over there it's very famous dishes, probably some of them you had tonight, and I hope that you enjoyed in that.
Thank you so much,
It was my pleasure. Thank you. Thank you.
As the evening moves on, it's time to experience some local drink, and here it's rakia.
Hello.
Hi, I'm Laura.
Good evening, my name is George.
Nice to meet you.
Welcome to our rakia bar.
Thank you.
So I would like to start a story before serving rakia with the history of the name rakia. So there are two versions. First version says that rakia got its name from Arabic word al-rak, which means drop of sweat. And the reason for that is that Arabians were the first one that used process of distillation, but for the production of perfumes, not for the production of alcohol. And the second version is that it's from Indonesian word arak, which was first distillated alcoholic drink out of palm leaves. So with time, knowledge about production of hard spirits with process of distillation moved towards west, and until the middle of the 16th and early 17th century we had almost every country in Europe distillating some national hard spirit. So in Serbia and all Balkans was usually rakia.
Okay, should we get started?
Yes, of course.
Excellent.
I brace myself for my first taste of this mysterious drink.
Okay, so we're starting with the grape rakia. Here you go. So rakia made of grapes is drank slowly, like every rakia. So sipping, not drinking bottoms up.
Excellent. So I'll just have a little sip of this to start off with.
Yeah, of course. We say živeli. So it's cheers.
Živeli.
Živeli.
And you must look people in the eyes.
Yeah,
mustn't
of
you?
course, of course.
Živeli. Here we go.
Enjoy.
It's quite strong. It's got quite a hit to it, but the interesting thing is you can actually taste really strongly the grapes coming through there. I'm gonna sip some more. I like it.
How did you like the first one?
I liked it. I'm kind of gonna rate that though. That was a pretty hard hit. I like the food with it. That made it better. But I'm gonna go with, I'm really harsh, 2 out of 10 at the moment.
Okay.
But it can only get better, and I've still got 4
Of course,
more.
that's an opener. So because of that, second rakia that you will try is very popular. Rakia made out of quince.
Yeah, I like that. I'm definitely preferring that, I'll be honest with you, than the first one that I tried. That's a lot nicer already. I mean, I'm thinking on my Laura scale that I might actually push it up to maybe a 4 or something at the minute, but I think I need to try a little bit more, so.
As the evening continues, the alcohol is starting to get to me, but I've got more to come.
So what have we got here?
We've got the most traditional Serbian rakia and the national brand of Serbia, and that is plum rakia.
This is really nice to kind of warm you up. I'm going to go with a 6 actually. So I managed to lose some friends, but I've gained some more ones as well. So happy days. And I'm on to rakia number 4, is it?
Yeah, that's honey rakia.
I think that might have to go up once again. I do slightly prefer that to the plum, so I think I'm going to go with a 7 for this one.
Just one more round to go.
So this is my 5th and final rakia, so I hope it's going to be good. The past ones have got a 2, a 4, 6 and a 7, so what's this one you got me?
Okay, let's hope for the at least 9.
Yeah?
Okay, so this is raspberry rakia. This still has a plum base, so I hope you like it. It's a represent of the sweet rakia as something that has become modern recently. So this is the last thing that you'll try here. So I would like to thank you.
Thank you.
For being a nice judge, for making good descriptions for
I
other people.
haven't been that nice yet, have I?
No, but still, yeah, I'm trying to buy you right now to give us the best
I like
possible
that.
grade.
Because of course the highest grade I've given before is a 7, but this one, it's so lovely and sweet, and it almost tastes like a liqueur that's sort of mixed berries, but I guess that's because it's been fermented for so long, and it's got a really rich flavour. I'm actually going to give this one a 9 out of 10. This is your highest score so far.
That's good. That's good.
Well, listen, thank you so much. Hopefully we'll come back again, but we've had a great time here.
Of course. Thank you very much, and I hope you'll come again.
I definitely will.
Next time on Serbia Old and New, I continue exploring the city of Belgrade, where I get to meet Alexander, the Crown Prince of Serbia. I also explore fashion and go for a kayak tour along War Island. See you next time.